the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all of you. This is Armina Ghaffar, Deputy Director at IEEE Student Branch UT Taxila, signing in as your host today. I count myself lucky to be able to extend a warm welcome to everyone here on behalf of IEEE to the second episode of the Study Abroad series, which is a massive collection of webinars aimed to provide much needed knowledge about securing our place in the best foreign universities in various countries. Today's episode encompasses vast knowledge about Erasmus Mundus. The European Union's Erasmus Mundus program aims to enhance quality in higher education through scholarships and academic cooperation between the European Union and the rest of the world. The three main objectives of the program are linked to the internationalization of students, staff, curricula, and research, ensuring influence on the development of practice in special education needs and inclusive education, and to develop international collaborative networks, projects, and research. Prior to beginning the session, let me tell you that it will be a 1 hour long meeting and a Q&A session would be held in the last 10 minutes of the meeting. You can either type your questions in the chat box or raise your hands and we will unmute your mic and you can talk directly to the speaker. Also, a feedback form shall be open for you all and you all are requested to fill it for the purpose of certification. Our eminent speaker for today's episode is Mr. Muhammad Shoaib. Mr. Shoaib is an aspiring Erasmus Mundus alumnus and sustainability consultant. After completing his bachelor's in civil engineering from UT Taxila, he went for a master's degree in construction engineering and management from NUST. He successfully achieved Erasmus Mundus Masters in building information modeling with A+ grade. He is the first ever and youngest Pakistani to be selected for the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network Fellowship. He published his research in the MDPI Journal of Sustainability and Smart Infrastructure Conference held at the University of Cambridge, UK. Without any further ado, let us kickstart today's interactive session with a good mind, vibe, and the aura of positivity. I turn the floor over to you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum ji. Thank you very much, Armina, for the introduction and giving me the opportunity to share anything regarding the Erasmus Mundus. So I have a very small presentation ready for you, but if you want me to start with the presentation or with some basic questions and then we go with the presentation and then again the questions at the end. So how would you like me to proceed?
Sir, I think we can start with the presentation, and as we go through it, we can take our questions, or at the end, we can take the question from the audience at the end. And you
Okay,
can
sure.
explain some frequently asked questions during the presentation.
Okay, sure. So this is my presentation. I hope it is available and you can see. So my name is Muhammad Shoaib and you have my brief introduction. So normally we see that scholarships and things are like pretty much like complex and it is very difficult to achieve, but it is not like that. You can achieve anything like it is very common. You just need to be precise and everything. First of all, I will start that why the Erasmus Mundus. Erasmus Mundus because the programs of it are very defined, they are very interdisciplinary, and the Erasmus Mundus Foundation choose programs based on careful evaluation, like some professors from the European universities, they work for months and months to develop a plan for the program. They submit their documentation, why this program is required, why they want to allow people to come to Europe and masters, and why they require funding. Because every person involved in the Erasmus scholarship is get paid, not only the students but the professors, the universities, and some universities are the host universities of the programs. So a lot of money involved in it, lot of effort involved in it, not by you but by the professors and the academia as well. So they put a lot of effort, they develop it, and Erasmus Mundus choose out of many programs. So any program that is available on the Erasmus list is a very comprehensive and a very refined project already. Either you get selected or not. And they are the best ones in terms of opportunities, in terms of collaboration, in terms of the industry partners. You get a name for yourself. Like uh, you can travel from point A to point B in anywhere, but if you go through a private jet or a business class or economy class, so everyone has a different classification or a prestige system. So in terms of the European scholarship at a master level, it is at the highest. Even everyone knows, every professor knows that you are an Erasmus alumni. Even the companies know that you are an Erasmus alumni and all that. So it is very easy for you to get a job after here. There is no restriction that you have to come back and all that. So it is very much easy. Integrations and connections are great because I remember that I met few of the industry people during my Erasmus and they were the guest lectures and we are still connected through LinkedIn. We sometimes talk and uh, I'm not there, but I had most of my BMA plus class fellows got jobs in the industry collaboration companies. So it is not just you go, you roam around in the Europe and all that. It is a byproduct of that is this scholarship as well, but you don't need to worry about uh, the money, the connections, the job and everything. So you will get it by all means. And people remember you that you are a good Erasmus or a bad Erasmus, and it's a lifelong journey for your upcoming PhD endeavors, for your jobs. These people take care of you because they know that in approving this program, they put a lot of effort teaching you, selecting you, making you graduate successfully. So they have put a lot of effort in you. We usually miss the efforts of the academia and the people and the professors, but more than us, they put effort for all of us. So don't underestimate that. And even when they select you, they believe in you. There was a student who couldn't continue due to his family issues and all that, but I remember the conversation with the professor when he said that he wanted to leave the Erasmus scholarship. So he explained whole this thing in front of us that what it takes to be there where you are. So the common mistakes in application is that we don't prepare applications properly. We just submit, use the common templates. Internet is full of all these. Remember, everything on internet is not for you. You have to look multiple resources, select them, choose, edit, customize, and everything. We do mistakes on behalf of others. Like we have a very common thing that some senior told us this, some teacher told us this, some friends told us this. There was some successful candidate who said to me this thing. I don't believe in that, that even if I am successful, I am telling you something, it might not be applicable to you. You can have a general guidance, you can have what I am saying, it makes sense to you, does it add up, and then you customize your things and plan accordingly. Reliance on others is that you wait for others to correct yourself, to correct your documentation, to teach you or to lead you the path. So it doesn't happen like that. So you have to be proactive, prepare every document. I have seen people that they ask that they are applying for a Erasmus scholarship. Is it required to have the degrees attestation and all that? There is no question. Either you are going for scholarship or not. Once you get a degree, once you get any official documentation, get it legalized, attested by any applicable platform. Any. So you can like do it for like any documentation, even if you don't have any plans to apply for scholarship anywhere. A bounded rationality approach is a very common mistake. Like we think like others. Like if I say, tell me any word, of like any mathematical word or digit. Like if I say 10, you will say 12, 15. You will not say minus 10,000 or 1 billion, because I have set a tone for you by saying the 10. So you might say 10, 20, 40, maximum 100. So that is the bounded rationality, that if someone says, oh, Erasmus is very difficult, you will think like that, oh, it's very difficult, I'm not going to get it. So don't think like that. Not customization is a huge mistake. I have seen that people applying for 3 Erasmus programs, same CV in 3 programs. That's not gonna help. Every programs requires a different CV. Every program require a different letter of recommendation, letter of motivation, and all that. So, and the last thing is that we are very poor in showing off ourselves. Like, just go to the internet and look for any big event in which the Google CEO, the Apple CEO is standing in front of millions of people and they are introducing a new product. They are very good in showing off. They will say that we have introduced the best camera. They have, and it is such a best camera that the next year they will change by themselves that now we have this camera. Just over the span of 10 or 12 months, they're going to change their own product. But when they are introducing that product, they will say that we have the best camera, we have the best smartphone and everything. So do show off. You are selling yourself, you are putting yourself, you are competing. So do show off. Do not hesitate in showing off that you have done it and you have not done it. Even the small thing make a big impact. Application preparation, read the project description in detail. The people who wrote it will look at your application as I explained it to you. Before applying anywhere, go and read the project website completely through and through. What happens that we see and select some program, we like it, and we go on internet, we go on LinkedIn, we hunt Facebook like crazy to see that, oh, let me get some alumni of this program and then ask him. He will not help. He's already gone through that. He might have forgotten few things. So just go read the project description and see what they want. Like, you have all gone through the intermediate and the matriculation examination. So if student come to you that I am very good in matriculation, I have done some amazing things in the FSC or intermediate, so now you have gone through that and you know how much a person can do. So immediately you will know either he is saying truth or not. So similarly, the professors who will look at your application has gone through all these processes of getting scholarship, putting applications, writing letter of motivation. So if you are going to be tricky, lying, playing around, going into circles, and just filling up with the flowery English, it will not help. They will immediately know that you have copied it somewhere. So don't do that. The project description, the keywords, what they want. In every Erasmus program website, there is an objective. Why they launched this program. So read those objectives, align them, those objectives with your learning objectives or future goals. So that will help you a lot. Similarly, don't delay application till last date. Sometimes some applications are so good that they get the attention of a supervisor and they keep them in a different folder. So when the decision making will come, they will come to know that the application in this particular folder or highlighted applications had some impact on us when we were reading it. So they will give a particular attention and priority to those applicants. I'm not saying that if you apply the last stage, you will never get a chance to be selected. It is not like that. They pay attention to each applicant, but getting attention early is an advantage. Express why you and in few sentences will decide. The first few sentences will decide and set the mode. Like, even if you watch a movie, even if you go through things, first what they do, they launch a trailer. So the gist and the intention and the writing style of your letter of motivation will set the tone that how you like it. I will tell you that when I was applying for a building information program, building information master program, so the my first line was that I came to know about the building information domain through this seminar by this professor in this year. So this first line set the tone that how I came to aware of this field, which year, which professor, which seminar. So this one sentence share everything that I am connected. I look after events. I know some professors. I know about field. Rather than begging and saying that, oh, I was very poor and then I traveled. Everyone is poor. Everyone, even if you come to Europe, here people do a lot of struggle just to pay their monthly bills. Even the Europeans themselves. So glorifying your misery, belonging to Pakistan, and putting your country and yourself and portraying yourself as a very miserable guy, it will not help at all. Even, I mean, if you say that you are having a lost breath, if you will not be selected, they won't select you. Erasmus Mundus is irrespective of your financial status. You can say that I am the son of the President of Pakistan or I am the daughter of the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Your application will have the same status, or you will say that you belongs to a lowest of possible poor status. There will be no difference. They will treat your application on merit. Don't repeat the common information. I have seen a lot of letter of motivations, letter of statement of purposes and all that. And people say that if we get selected, we will be able to enjoy the Europe and travel. And I like traveling. Everyone knows, even the European knows that a lot of people come here for the tourist purposes. And this is not the only reason. Anyone selected from any other country will come to Europe. He or she will definitely enjoy tourism. He or she will definitely go to different countries. So why it is a motivation for you? It is not a motivation, it's a common information. Do not say that you like this program. They know that their program is good, that's why it's on the Erasmus. So do not repeat such information. They know it already. Do not try to tell them the information that they already know. That if you write that I want to do this program because this is an excellent program, it is a waste of a sentence and a words. They already know. That's why it's on Erasmus Mundus list. So I don't think so. It is a good choice to such sentences. I love traveling and I go there. Billions of people across the world love traveling. So based on this, do you want them to select all of them with the limited resources and funding? No, it is not any motivation. It is just you wasting your time and their time and repeating the same information because you are using these fillers. We call it a filler information that you are just common. I love traveling. Have you seen any person in the world who say I doesn't like food? Everyone loves to have good food. So if you say I will enjoy and everything, no. If you want to say it like that, that you will be developing professional connections. You will going to experience the modern techniques and all that and align it with something. uh, when I showed my interest that why this particular program, and I said them that we are at the building information level, and in the next 4 to 5 years, this building information modeling will be connected with the AR and VR, and we will go to the digital twinning and all that. So I showed them that how what you are going is going to be connected with my and with this program, and I tell them that I will be working on these domains, and I had some previous experience and I connected it with my United Nations fellowship and all that. So I develop a connection rather than saying that, oh, I will be traveling and if your program is in Italy, I will go to that place. Not gonna help. Letter of motivation, if you want to write, don't write it down by looking at other people's because they will set the tone for you. First, take a paper or go to your mobile notes, first you take notes. Like if I will take notes for my letter of motivation, I will tell them, I will note it down that, okay, I want to highlight my United Nations fellowship. I want to highlight my towards Russia, why I went to Russia, what was there. I will tell them that how I came to know this program and why it is connected to my professional and research goals. I am going to talk about my research publications, my research experience. I will connect their objective with my objective. So I will put these 5 to 6 sentences. Then I will expand these sentences and it will take me like 5 to 10 days to develop a very good letter of motivation. And I will just go through paragraph by paragraph. Let's suppose I want to explain about my publications. I will write one paragraph about my publications. That's it. I will not, I will keep it separate. Then I will keep all these separate paragraphs and then I will join them and edit them, remove the redundancies, checked it grammatically, punctuation, everything. I will leave it for 2 3 days because my mind has processed these information so many times that I'm biased myself. So I will not go with the biasness of my mind. I will look at it 2 3 days with the look that, okay, if I am the selector of this program and this kind of a letter of motivation comes to me, am I gonna select this person or not? And if I'm gonna select that person, I will say it's okay. And I will tell you that I have like people say like people express and become a reviewer and whatnot. Even they offer free consultations online. I am pretty amazed how they do that. Some people I have seen many seniors like myself. I do not consider myself as a very expert person in letter of motivation, but I haven't get reviews of on my letter of motivations from anyone. You can do it for first few applications, then stop it. Do not go for other people's to review, or if you want to do it for your first 2 3 application, then don't do it. I never ask anyone to review my application. I go with the gut feeling of myself that does it look good or not. If it will look good, you will see, oh, it's good, then it's okay. And people get one scholarship and they become expert of it. It's not like that. I have won many scholarships, many fellowships. I even serve as the advisory council of 3 American institutes, and I still don't think that I am that qualified. I'm just giving you uh, how I do it. Like I will give you the example of a cricketer. Every bowler is a different, every batsman is a different, everyone has a different technique, every pilot is a different. They have their own convention, they have their own methods in their own mind. So every person has a different situational awareness about themselves, about their future. So don't go for the people.
Excuse me, sir.
So yes,
Sorry, you have an announcement to make. It's requested to the audience to kindly fill the feedback form that is now open for all, and it is mandatory to fill it to gain your participation certificate. It's in the chat box and also in our WhatsApp group. Thank you, sir. You shall continue now.
okay. So the only things lot of students ask that the only thing what matters in an application, only you matters, only you. Uh, the scope is of a person, everything else is secondary. You might have seen that some people does not have extraordinary profile, but they still make it to scholarships. They still make it to the other things. How? Because they do not go for CGPA and everything. They know this secret truth that only you matters. Even if you are so good in selling, you can sell your lowest CGPA. If you are excellent, you will not be hired even if you have a CGPA of 3.7 or 8 or something else. I will tell you about it in questions or if you have any particular things. But always look at your application that if the same application comes to you, do you want to hire yourself? If you are going to hire yourself, and you are not telling yourself, but it's a gut feeling, it comes from your inside, then you have a 50% chances. Like you can expect that you will be selected. So what resources to use? Do not stick to one, or do not look at the successful candidates. Look any resources. I will tell you how I came to know, or how I came to get the method of doing the cover letter. I have seen multiple videos, and I have gone through the written example of Harvard and University of Chicago, Illinois. I look at the samples, I look at the videos and extract the information. I go through those samples sentence by sentence and develop something like notes or bullet points that okay, this is how he is developing. So I, rather than copying the sentences, I develop a template for myself of the content that what they want to. Like if someone is talking about his alignment of research with the current job, so I came to know that okay, in the cover letter, although he has mentioned his publications in CV, but here why he is mentioning, because he is linking, developing the connection, letting know the employer or the professor that I have already done it. So the people who want to give you the money, they want to give you the visas and everything, they want to know that if you will be a valuable addition to them or not. Because you might have seen that the people and the pages of these programs, they often announce that our alumni has done this thing and done this thing. This gives them a reputation that these professors are good. They have developed a program in which they have developed and trained valuable professionals who are still doing so good and providing and progressing in the world. So that's why they go through this hiring process and all that. So, and that's why they want to look for applications who are already attached or somehow. That's why they ask for letter of recommendation or something. Always follow official and authentic resources. Do not ask for senior, can you share them? Believe you me, even if I share with my letter of motivation with all of you, there is 0.00% chances, even the minus chances that you will get selected. It's not going to help. Resources are there to guide you, they are not to be copied. So do not copy that, develop a template out of it. Always develop that why you want it. There is a person named Ayaz Khan. He has a 5-minute video on a YouTube, and in which he has, in 5 minutes, he have explained every type of document: cover letter, CV, SOP, resume, everything. And if you look at those 5 minutes and stop and take screenshot, and you will know that how in 5 minutes he has developed such a good template. And whereas people and the coaching institutes who take money and make money out of these processes, they have hours and hours of video just on letter of motivation, and it doesn't help at all. So do not get yourself reviewed. Like I have explained this, like do not get yourself reviewed. Like you can do it after first few applications, but do not get it. Like don't go for it. So the key factors in what will make you and your selection: CGPA, the higher the better. Why I'm giving you the CGPA importance over here? Because they will not solely select on CGPA. I have seen in my professor's laptop, and he showed us, all of us, on the first day of selection, that they have crossed many people with the 3.8 and 3.9, and they have marked green people with the CGPA 3.6, 3.4. Why? Once first they filter applicants, they do it through GPA or some other criteria. So they just filter out so that they have set a tone for them. So they want to filter out that, okay, we will give these guys the first eyes and then go further. Then after CGPA, the first thing is your letter of motivation. This is where you are. You, your CGPA cannot be changed after the few after your graduation or something. So it will stay fixed. So rest everything else is like your you stand a chance to do that. So in letter of motivation, this is your playground, this is your stage. Set the tone, sell it, do make it count, and it counts a lot. Believe you me, it counts a lot. The second thing that count is your masters and experiences. So BIM A Plus is a program that is now in the third cycle of applications. In fact, fourth. Not even a single candidate is a bachelor's degree holder. All of them, including me and other people, they had already a master's from Pakistan. And you will see this pattern pretty often in Erasmus Mundus. They value that you already have a master's. And when we ask our professor that why you prefer, and they say that they are more mature, they have some experience in doing research, they are more emotionally strengthened with age, they are more mature than a freshly bachelor person or something. Many of programs do select bachelor. In fact, majority of people will be a bachelor's degree holder, but some very outstanding and a good research experience and professional experience will be there as well. And if you will talk to them and if you will go through their resume and everything, you will know that the only advantage that he had is his an extra master and an experience. So very vital in final selection when there are some two people or other people, they are trying, they are very close. So this thing is a thing that will make the difference because everyone wants to have the higher, the experienced and mature professionals. Everyone wants that. Certifications, if you have any certification, that will play a key role even in the job market, and the massive online courses will have a high impact. Why they have a high impact, I will give you an example of that. If like Pakistan is a country, and what are the other countries that have a lower status than Pakistan in terms of education? You can say about Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka and all that, although they have a very good education, especially Sri Lanka. But let's suppose if a Pakistani professor or a Pakistani student is encountering to an Afghani student and he say that, okay, I have done this thing, you will not take any advantage, that you will not impressed by that. But if he will said to you that I have topped the intermediate examination, or I have get a 4 or a 3.9 CGPA from a good university like UET, NUST, LUMS, etc. So you will immediately pay attention to that person because he has proved himself in your system. So if you will say that I have this course from that university, I have this course from that university, I have a high GRE score, I have a higher TOEFL score. So that score, that certification, that result, that MOOC will speak. If you don't talk to a person in English, just send them an email that out of 120 you have 110 score in the TOEFL. That person hasn't talked to you even for a few seconds, but he know that you have good English skills. That's what they there they make an impact, and like they make up for your shortcomings. Letter of recommendation should not be generic. They should speak themselves, like why the professor is recommending you. When I put my letter of recommendation, it was from my workplace. Like that person was not a professor, that person was a simple engineer, but he wrote in a way that it was enough to convey the message that this person has these skills. So that's what it is. So that's all from my side. If you have any questions, please go ahead. If you want to contact me, I have a simple email. I will be responsive. So let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your vast knowledge. Now, if anyone from the audience has any question regarding today's webinar, they can type them in the chat box and we will ask it from our speaker. Alternatively, you can also raise your hands and we shall unmute your mic and you can talk directly to the speaker.
please unmute yourself and then go ahead. And I think we will do it now in Urdu, the answer and question section. Enough of English already. Aruj Fatma has raised hand. Any other raised hands? I can't see them.
Yes, Aruj, you may ask your question now.
Muhammad Talha.
Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible?
Gigi.
My question is it CGPA that only matters or mentioning co-curricular activities also has a huge impact on your application?
हर चीज मैटर करती है. It's a mix of everything. Like something has 20% weightage, something has like 10% weightage. So CGPA is the first thing that establish your reputation as a good student. Rest comes everything else. Like the only thing are like they will develop an Excel sheet for you and they will filter through CGPA, but do not get it like you doesn't stand a chance. Like आप select हो सकते हैं, but CGPA is the first thing, and you will see that 99% or 95% of the Erasmus scholars are very good CGPA holders. So CGPA matters a lot. It it matters a lot to an extent that it itself speaks for itself, that during 4 years you were academically committed, you were paying attention, you were doing good. So that is the sense behind giving it a value. The
Okay,
reason.
thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes,
Mohammed.
Muhammad Talha, you can ask your question now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Gigi. Walaikum salam.
Sir, actually, I want to know about GRE, that GRE score is verbal or it varies.
Ermina, can you repeat the question?
I am talking about GRE. You talked about GRE, so I am talking that GRE score is verbal or it varies.
You are asking about GRE.
Yes, I am asking about a GRE score. It is verbal or it varies depending.
Can someone repeat the question for me, please?
Talha, we are unable to hear you properly. You may type your
Can
question in the chat
can you
box.
please type your question and I will read it and answer it to you?
I'm audible now. I'm audible now.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect.
Yes, I'm talking about GRE. You told about GRE. So GRE score is verbal or it varies?
GRE Erasmus के लिए तो चाहिए ही नहीं है आपको.
वैसे आपने GRE के बारे में बताया ना, तो मैंने आपसे पूछ लिया कि GRE स्कोर वैसे वर्बल होता है या वेरीज करता है नॉर्मल और
GRE
मतलब।
का जो स्कोर है वो इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए तो मैथमेटिक्स का काउंट करता है ज्यादा, और लेकिन ओवरऑल स्कोर अच्छा होना चाहिए, लाइक वर्बल में भी होना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब आप टीए शिप्स या ऐसी आरए पोजीशंस के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं तो वो आपका वर्बल स्कोर या आपका टॉफल स्कोर जरूर देखते हैं कि अगर कल को प्रोफेसर आपको क्लास में भेजे अपनी जगह पे लेक्चर डिलीवर करने के लिए स्टूडेंट्स की हेल्प के लिए, तो आपकी इंग्लिश स्किल्स और वो चीज़ें मैटर करती हैं, तो वो फिर उसको ज़रूर देखते हैं। और ये एक बड़ी कॉमन सी गाइडेंस है, इवन आप किसी सीनियर से भी पूछें जिन्होंने अमेरिका में आर ए टीए पोजीशंस की हुई हैं, तो वो इस चीज़ को वैल्यू करते हैं। मैं वैसे आपको एक अपनी ऑनेस्ट सी ओपिनियन बताऊं, आपने कोई भी एग्जाम देना है, जीआरई देना है, टॉफल देना, आइल्स देना है, आप हायर स्कोर का सोचा करें। आप ये सोचा ही ना करें कि इतना आ जाए तो काम हो जाएगा। ये व्हाई यू आर थिंकिंग फॉर लेस? जितना ज्यादा होगा उतना बेटर होगा। आपको अगर
No, no,
ज्यादा एफर्ट,
actually, I have seen in some university their verbal score was a number 145, 150, but in some universities it was varying depending upon your other things.
अमेरिका में जो यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं वो आपके टैग की तरह हैं। देयर इज अ टैग प्राइस फॉर ईच। अमेरिका में बहुत सारी कंपनीज हैं, बहुत सारे यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, लेकिन जब आप कॉर्नेल, हार्वर्ड, प्रिंसटन से पढ़े होते हैं तो आपकी एक वैल्यू है। तो हायर यूनिवर्सिटीज ऐसे बेंचमार्क इसीलिए सेट करती हैं, ये उनको भी पता होता है कि इतना ज्यादा स्कोर लेना बहुत कम स्टूडेंट्स ले सकेंगे या बहुत कम आता है। तो वो इसीलिए लेते हैं कि हमारे पास ऑलरेडी वो बंदा है जिसमें इतनी करेज, इतना पेशेंस और इतनी लगन थी कि उसने कहा कि ठीक है, मुझे जीआरई 2 दफा भी देना पड़ा तो आई नो अ गर्ल जिसके 310 नंबर थे, और उसने कहा कि नहीं, इसके साथ तो मैं हायर यूनिवर्सिटीज में नहीं जा सकती। शी रिपीटेड हर जीआरई, शी गॉट 325 एंड नाउ शी इज इन जॉर्जिया टेक. Georgia Tech is like very good university, like in top 20-50 maybe. तो ये होता है, तो इसमें आप हायर का ना सोचें, यूनिवर्सिटीज ने तो थ्रेश होल्ड रखा होता है, तो आप देखें कि उस थ्रेश होल्ड पर जितने पूरे आएंगे वो सभी अप्लाई कर रहे होंगे। तो अगर आपने लोअर स्ट्रेटा में आना है तो फिर आप फिल्टर आउट हो जाएंगे, और अगर यूनिवर्सिटी ने 140 रखा है तो आप 160 155 को अचीव करें ताकि आप अपर स्ट्रेटा में आए, एप्लीकेशन पूल में आए और आगे जाएं।
Okay, thank you so much.
Shazma Sohail, next raised hand.
Yes, Shazma, you may
Sir,
ask your question.
Is like you had about stuff to talk about, like your application, your profile was really built really good. So if
I
a person has
I
not really
I cannot hear. Anyone can repeat the question, please?
Shazma, you may either.
am I audible now?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
now good. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir, so my question is, like you mentioned in your application, like you had a really good profile. So if a person doesn't have a good profile but like has the right motivation to join in the program, can they make it there? Like what are the chances of making it into the program if we don't have a
देखें
really good profile
देखें
but the right
ये देखें,
motivation?
अगर आपकी प्रोफाइल अच्छी नहीं है तो आप उसको अच्छा कर लें। मैंने यूईटी लाहौर से बैचलर्स किया था सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में, और आई हैड अ सीजीपीए ऑफ 2.8. तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, इज इट अ रियली गुड प्रोफाइल? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका सिर्फ सीजीपीए कम आ गया, नाउ योर एवरी चांस ऑफ प्रोग्रेसिंग इन द वर्ल्ड इज फिनिश्ड। उसके बाद मैंने मास्टर्स किया नस से, इट वाज लाइक 3.8, देन आई डिड ऑल द सर्टिफिकेशंस इन रेलेवेंट प्रोग्राम्स, देन I was good in developing connection, doing fellowships, doing extra work, courses. Like मैं लिंक्डइन पे एक ऐसी प्रोफेसर से मिला जो ऑलरेडी अपने रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करती रहती थी, और मैंने उनसे कहा कि मैं आपके साथ काम करना चाहता हूँ। उन्होंने कहा कि ठीक है, आप काम कर लें। प्रोफेसर्स तो एजड हो चुके होते हैं, उनकी फैमिलीज होती हैं, उनके तो इश्यूज होते हैं इतने, उन्होंने इतने मल्टीपल फ्रंट्स खोले होते हैं, उनको तो बंदा चाहिए होता है काम करने वाला। काम करने वाले बंदे की हर जगह वैल्यू है, चाहे वो कहीं भी है। तो मैंने उनके साथ फ्री काम किया, नॉट इवन फॉर अ .1 पैसा, बट व्हाट दैट गिव मी ऑलवेज, मैं जब भी उनसे लेटर ऑफ रिकमेंडेशन मांगता था मिल जाता था। एज ए को ऑथर मेरे 3 पेपर निकल आए उनके साथ। तो सी जीपीए इज नॉट द एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, और मेरी ना सिर्फ 2.8 सी जीपीए था बैचलर्स में, मेरी मैंने 2 सब्जेक्ट रिपीट किए हुए थे क्योंकि मैं फेल हो गया था, और मेरा कोई इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं था उस वक्त इस तरह पढ़ाई में, या आई डिडंट नो कि ये सी जीपीए और ये चीज़ें क्या होती हैं। और फिर जब आप इस चीज़ में पढ़ते हैं, जब आप इस चीज़ में होते हैं, तो फिर इरास्मस तो मैंने 2020 में लिया है। उससे पहले मैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस की फेलोशिप ऑलरेडी कर चुका था, सीजीपी अच्छा कर चुका था, मेरे पेपर आ चुके थे, मैंने 5 से 6 सर्टिफिकेशंस कर ली हुई थी। और लाइक आपको कभी भी ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि बस एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड है, यही है, कोई गाइड करेगा तो आएगा। मतलब मैंने आपको बड़ा ऑनेस्टली बताया, मैंने आज तक कभी किसी को कोई एप्लीकेशन नहीं दिखाई, और यूनाइटेड नेशंस की फेलोशिप है, एटलस कोर फेलोशिप है, मैंने दोनों की हुई हैं, और दोनों में इतनी लंबी लंबी एप्लीकेशंस हैं, वीडियो इंटरव्यूज हैं। फिर मैंने ना सिर्फ इरास्मस लिया, मैंने अभी आयरलैंड में पीएचडी भी ली हुई है, और इसके अलावा मैं 2-3 एडवाइजरी काउंसिल्स हैं अमेरिका की, उनमें एज ए मेंबर बोर्ड भी सर्व करता हूँ। तो no one look at your GPA after a certain time. You speak for yourself. आपके लिखने का अंदाज पता चल जाता है कि what you say. So राइटिंग स्किल्स हमारी होनी चाहिए। और हम इंग्लिश भी जो है वो डॉन और ये लोकल अखबारों से पढ़ते हैं। ये तो बड़ी ऑर्डिनरी सी CSS टाइप एक टिपिकल लोअर लेवल इंग्लिश है। लाइक अगर आप कभी अपनी गवर्नमेंट के नोटिफिकेशंस देखें या आप कभी CSS के लोगों से या बाकी लोगों से देखें, बहुत लोअर स्ट्रेटा ऑफ इंग्लिश है जो एक पुराना सेट पैटर्न चला आ रहा है शुरू से। वही बुक्स मिलती हैं अनारकली से और वही CSS अकेडमी से। अगर आपने रियल इंग्लिश या अच्छी एक जिसे राइटिंग स्टाइल कहते हैं कि अगला देखे तो पता चले, तो फिर आपको जो है वो न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स पढ़ना चाहिए, BBC देखना चाहिए, BBC की पढ़नी चाहिए, वॉशिंगटन पोस्ट पढ़ें। इट डजंट कॉस्ट यू अ मच लाइक। तो आप देखें, आप स्टूडेंट हैं, स्टूडेंट मेंबरशिप्स मिल जाती हैं न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स पे। आप एक दिन में मेरे ख्याल में एक आर्टिकल पढ़ सकते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ सकते। तो अगर आप उनकी मेंबरशिप ले लें तो यू कैन रीड अनलिमिटेड आर्टिकल्स, और वो कोई इतनी कॉस्टली भी नहीं है। आई थिंक 5-7 हज़ार की पूरे साल के लिए मिल जाती है मेरे ख्याल से, या मैक्सिमम 10 हज़ार की। तो 10 हज़ार अगर आप अपनी इंग्लिश पे या एक साल के लिए किसी चीज़ को लर्न करने पे लगाते हैं तो इट्स नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट। और मैंने जब एग्जाम्स दिए थे, मैं पाकिस्तान में रहता था, तो $400 फीस होती थी, और कभी मैंने भाई से लेनी कभी किसी से लेनी। तो आप ना मनी को अपनी हिंड्रेंस बनाएं, ना कभी किसी और चीज़ को बनाएं। तो जब आप कुछ करने पे आएंगे तो यू विल रियली डू इट। और हम भी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर को ये समझते हैं कि जी मैं फुटबॉल बड़ा अच्छा खेलता था। स्पोर्टिंग इवेंट इज समथिंग एल्स। पीपल लुक फॉर एनालिटिकल एबिलिटीज, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग एंड ऑल दैट। एक मैकिन्जी एंड कंपनी है, बहुत बड़ी कंसल्टिंग फर्म है, उनका एक प्रोग्राम आता है 360 फाउंडेशन प्रोग्राम, और कुछ इस तरह का नाम है। वो मिडल ईस्ट और पाकिस्तान के लोगों के लिए डिजाइंड है, फ्री प्रोग्राम है। आप उसमें जाएं, वो प्रोग्राम करें, उसके डिफरेंट लेवल्स हैं, वो पास करें, आपको मैकिन्जी एंड कंपनी का सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा। आपकी अपनी लर्निंग होगी, जब आप किसी को शो करेंगे तो दे विल गिव यू अ वैल्यू दैट व्हाइल सिटिंग इन पाकिस्तान यू वर डूइंग ऑल इट एंड यू हैव द एबिलिटी। आपने अपने आप को सेल करना है, इसमें कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं है कि बहुत अच्छा प्रोफाइल हो तो। मतलब मैंने बहुत अच्छे अच्छे प्रोफाइल देखे नहीं होते, so it doesn't make any difference. Next question. अगर किसी का क्वेश्चन रह जाए या उसको लगे कि मेरा आंसर सेटिस्फैक्टरी नहीं है तो जस्ट ओपन अप योर माइक एंड स्पीक अगेन।
I guess we have another question from Talha.
जी, go ahead.
You may speak, Talha.
Sir, actually, I just want to know that how much work experience would be beneficial. In UET, you need almost 1 to 2 months internship for degree. It is compulsory now. I just want to know, is it 6 to 9 months work experience would be beneficiary for your application?
Any work experience would be beneficial. If you are a fresh graduate and it looks on your application that you just graduated, so they will not be looking for experience from you. जो टीचर होते हैं, जो रिव्यूअर होते हैं, उन्हें सब पता होता है कि एक बैचलर के एक्सपीरियंस स्टूडेंट के पास एक्सपीरियंस की कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती हैं। उनको कंपनीज का एटीट्यूड भी पता होता है कि तो वो उसको नहीं देखती हैं, इतना वेटेज देती हैं। ठीक है, लेकिन आपको जो भी एक्सपीरियंस मिल रहा है आप उसको शेयर करें। आपने कहीं लाइक कुछ भी किया है, इफ यू जस्ट फ्लिप बर्गर्स, तो राइट इट डाउन दैट आई वाज अ वर्कर ओवर देयर। इट विल शो दैट यू हैड अ वेरी हम्बल एक्सपीरियंस, not at a professional level but at a personal and financial level. So इसको आप इतना ना सोचें। हर एक्सपीरियंस ठीक है, हर चीज ठीक है, अपने टाइम को वैल्यूएबल आपने खुद बनाना है। और बिलीव यू मी, अगर आपको लिंक्डइन का जस्ट आपको पोटेंशियल पता चल जाए ना कि वेयर इट कैन टेक यू, तो आई थिंक यू विल अनइंस्टॉल एवरी अदर ऐप एंड जस्ट बी ऑन लिंक्डइन 24/7। और बात करने का तरीका होना चाहिए और एवरीथिंग लाइक मेरी स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है अभी तक आपसे?
जी सर, अभी तक शेयर हो रही है।
मैं आपको जस्ट वांट टू शो वन थिंग। मेरे से अभी किसी स्टूडेंट ने पिछले दिनों हेल्प मांगी थी कि मैं फलां स्टूडेंट हूँ और फलां हूँ और और मैं आपको बताऊं कि लाइक आई should not be sharing her name or something, but the thing is that the application is written poorly. Like अगर वैसे email कोई भी किसी को करेगा तो it will never be a good, like I can copy paste the application the thing and will paste it. प्रोफेसर्स को ईमेल करने का भी तरीका है, एक प्रोसीजर है. दे लाइक दे आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर एनीथिंग फ्रॉम यू कि आप उन्हें सर या जी सर बुलाएं. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, लेकिन ऑल यू नीड इज दैट यू नीड टू शो. सो मैं यहाँ कॉपी पेस्ट करता हूँ, आप देख लीजिएगा कि this is the level of a student looking for guidance and everything. So mhm. ये ईमेल आई मेरे पास, ठीक है, and it was like this. नजर आ रही है सबको? कैन ऑल ऑफ यू सी इट? आप देखें, हाय कोई नाम नहीं, हाय हु इज हाय, आई एम डूइंग मास्टर्स फ्रॉम नस्ट. नस्ट कैसे लिखा है? आई एम वर्किंग ऑन एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट्स बट, लाइक बट आई एम स्टक वाइल सीमा प्रो. हालांकि ये सॉफ्टवेयर की स्पेलिंग इस तरह नहीं है, दे आर कंबाइंड एंड एस इज ओनली कैपिटल. I just checked you expertise in like the next ways. If you guide me in this concern, I will be thankful to you. And you know, like a message kind of these dots, like, तो आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा कि ऐसी एप्लीकेशंस का या ऐसी ईमेल्स का कितना कोई रिप्लाई करता होगा. आई रिप्लाइड जस्ट के पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट हैं, उनको अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है एंड ऑल दैट. सो बट दिस इज नॉट द वे यू टॉक टू अ टीचर. सो आई होप आपको आइडिया हो गया होगा कि नहीं हुआ.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
तो मेरी स्क्रीन शो हो रही थी व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग दिस कॉपी पेस्टिंग और नो?
Yes, sir. We could see it after you copy pasted it.
या ओके ओके.
All right.
एनी अदर
So
एनी
yes,
अदर
we do have
क्वेश्चन?
some questions, sir.
जी जी.
Okay. So one question is approximately what total expenses are required, sir?
No expensive in terms of Erasmus Mundus. आपने because no expenses been everything will be returned to you. Like आपकी जब आप Erasmus Mundus पे जाते हैं तो आपको Erasmus Mundus का एक तो स्टाइपेंड मिलता है, और एवरी ईयर लाइक आपने अगर इस साल शुरू किया है तो आपको 3000 यूरोज मिलते हैं. 3000 यूरोज जो हैं वो तकरीबन 6 lakhs प्लस बनता है. तो इसमें आपकी फ्लाइट, आपकी हर चीज़ कवर हो जाती है. ऑल दो इनिशियली आपको अपनी जेब से लगाने पड़ेंगे, फर्स्ट हैंड फ्लाइट्स बुक करनी पड़ेंगी, जाना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट रेंट आपको खुद पे करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि जब तक आपका बैंक अकाउंट नहीं खुलता यूरोप जाके आपको स्टाइपेंड नहीं मिलता. तो पहले जो एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं वो वापस आ जाते हैं. फिर आपको 1000 यूरो मिल रहा होता है, अब आई थिंक वो 1400 हो गया, और वो 3000 खत्म हो गया. तो यू गेट 1400 एवरी ईयर, sorry every month. So it's a lot of money. Like your expenses in Europe are not more than 7 to 800, and that means really good. Like you are enjoying, you are traveling anywhere and having a very good room and everything. So money का कोई issue नहीं है. Don't think about money. I will tell you a very good movie. Its name is Moneyball, and you should all watch it because it's based on developing a team of baseball, not because of money, just because of statistics and the player data. And in that he says that I made one decision in life based on the money, and I don't want to make any decision based on the money. So don't make it on money decisions. आपको जितना भी अपने आप पे इन्वेस्ट करना पड़े, just invest it, don't think about it. Everything will come back multiplied many times. You just don't know right now. Any other questions?
Yes, sir, there is another question, and it is, do countries vary every year or are they fixed? And is it our choice to remain in a certain country or not?
जब आप इरास्मस प्रोग्राम में जाते हैं तो उस इरास्मस प्रोग्राम में ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ होता है कि इसमें कौन कौन से कंट्रीज इन्वॉल्व हैं। एक दफा एक प्रोग्राम शुरू हो गया है, लेट्स सपोज मेरा बिम ए प्लस था या कोई भी है, स्मार्ट सिटीज का है या कोई भी एक प्रोग्राम है, उस प्रोग्राम के अंदर जो कंट्रीज अप्रूव हुए हैं, जो यूनिवर्सिटीज अप्रूव हुई हैं, एवरी ईयर वही यूनिवर्सिटीज रहेंगी, वो चेंज नहीं होंगी। अब आपने किस कंट्री में जाना है, आपने किस में जाना है, वो जब आप यूजुअली ये होता है कि जो कोर्स वर्क होता है उसमें तो कंट्रीज सबके सेम होते हैं। लाइक अगर कुछ स्टूडेंट्स, लाइक 4 यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स फर्ज करें स्वीडन में हैं, कुछ स्पेन में हैं, तो नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर में क्या होगा, स्वीडन वाले स्पेन, स्पेन वाले स्वीडन चले जाएंगे। फिर थीसिस के लिए डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, कुछ एक ट्रैक ले लेंगी, कुछ एक ट्रैक ले लेंगी, तो वो हर प्रोग्राम के अपने ट्रैक्स बने होते हैं। आप जोन सा ट्रैक चूज करेंगे, जिसमें अप्रूव होंगे आप उसी में जाएंगे। और यस, ये आपकी चॉइस होती है कि आप कौन सा ट्रैक यूज करें। हाँ, समटाइम ये होता है कि एक ट्रैक बहुत अच्छा होता है, प्रोफेशनली सबको वो अच्छा लग रहा होता है, तो फिर वहाँ आपका CGPA और ऐसी चीजें आ जाती हैं, तो फिर वो मैटर करता है कि, और इसमें ये नहीं है कि वो कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कर रहे हैं, वो बस जस्ट उन लोगों को वैल्यू कर रहे हैं जिन्होंने कोर्स वर्क के दौरान डेडिकेशन दिखाई और वो काम कर रहे थे और मेहनत कर रहे थे। दैट्स इट, नथिंग मोर देन दैट। और जब नया प्रोग्राम आएगा तो उसके फिर नई कंट्रीज होंगे, लेकिन एक प्रोग्राम सेट हो गया, शुरू हो गया, एवरी ईयर उसके जो 3-4 यूनिवर्सिटियां वो वही रहेंगी, क्योंकि उन्हीं प्रोफेसर्स ने तो मिलकर कोलैबोरेशंस किए, तो वो नई यूनिवर्सिटी चेंज नहीं करेंगे। इवन कुछ एरास्मस के प्रोग्राम थे जिनमें यूके की यूनिवर्सिटीज थी, लेकिन यूके का ब्रेक्सिट हो गया, लेकिन उसका एरास्मस पे कोई डिफरेंस नहीं पड़ा। स्टूडेंट जो यूके की यूनिवर्सिटीज में जिन्होंने जाना था वो गए, जाते भी हैं, जा भी रहे हैं। सो आप इन चीजों के हवाले से तो बिल्कुल परेशान ना हो।
Okay.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
Okay, sir. Thank you for the question and answer session. Now, if anybody has any further questions, we shall share the LinkedIn profile of sir with you. Due to time shortage, we have to wrap up our session now.
If there are any question, I can sit for next 15 to 20 minutes more. If there are any questions, to go ahead. Otherwise, you can close it. No worries.
On behalf of our entire team at IEEE Student Branch VT Taxila, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Shoaib for providing us with bright ideas by being the guest speaker for this webinar. You are indisputably an expert in your field, and to have you as our speaker was the best we could do to inspire the young minds in the audience. Sir,
Thank
is there
you.
anything else that you wanted to cover before I wrap up?
I will just say कि आप अपनी जिस भी फील्ड में हैं, जो भी आपका है, just make yourself stand out. मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता कि कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, कितना कुछ है, एंड वी आर जस्ट विद वेरी फॉल्स थॉट, एंड जो हमारे अंदर का एक डर है, खौफ है, ये नहीं हो सकता, वो नहीं हो सकता। आपको आइडिया ही नहीं है अभी के कितना पोटेंशियल है आप में और आप कहाँ तक जा सकते हैं। आपको लगेगा कि मैं तो कर नहीं सकता, मेरे पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, GRE मुश्किल है, इतने एक्सपेंसेस हैं, गाइडेंस नहीं मिलती। कोई गाइडेंस नहीं देता, कोई कुछ नहीं देता। A person sitting in MIT has the same internet as you in some backward area. Once you have access to the Google, you have everything, and you can develop connections with people and the companies and all that. Even remote working is the new normal. I am right now sitting in Dublin, but I am working with an American company that is based in Florida. and I am running entire projects, that too of a construction projects of green buildings, जिनमें presence होना बहुत जरूरी है सब कुछ, but doesn't matter. If company values you, if they want you, they will hire you. Just show your potential. और इसमें ये नहीं है कि आपका CGPA कम आ गया, end of the world है, दुनिया में कुछ नहीं है. There are many courses that you can do. Ask for a discount, ask for few things. You can do it. Like कोई और आप ऐसी वेबसाइट्स को लुक आफ्टर करें जहां पर अपॉर्चुनिटीज शेयर होती हैं. दुनिया में बहुत सारी ऐसी वेबसाइट हैं जो लोगों ने तो अर्निंग के पोटेंशियल से बनाई हुई है वेबसाइट्स, लेकिन वहां पर हर तरह की यूनाइटेड नेशंस की जो फेलोशिप है इसका किसी को पता ही नहीं था. जब मैंने की, मैंने थोड़ा सा शेयर किया स्कॉलरशिप नेटवर्क में आगे पीछे, अब हर साल पाकिस्तानी एक ना एक आध सिलेक्ट हो जाता है, और मुझे पता चली एक थर्ड पार्टी वेबसाइट से. और अब मैं जहां भी अप्लाई करता हूँ या कुछ भी कहता हूँ, यूनाइटेड नेशंस फेलोशिप का लिखता हूँ, उधर से लेटर ऑफ रिकमेंडेशन भी मिल जाता है. फिर अपने टाइम को वैल्यूएबल बनाया करें, हम वॉलंटियर नहीं करते. मैं हर साल 2 स्टूडेंट्स को जो ऑलरेडी फेलोशिप कर रहे हैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस की, उनको मेंटोरशिप करता हूँ. उनकी टाइम लगता है, उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखने पड़ते हैं, उनके साथ मीटिंग्स करनी पड़ती हैं, वो डिफरेंट टाइम जोन्स में होते हैं. लेकिन आप रजिस्टर हो रहे हो एज ए मेंटोर, आप उनके लिए काम कर रहे हो, वो आपको फायदा देंगे. किस तरह फायदा देंगे? वो आपको अपना लेटर ऑफ रिकमेंडेशन दे देंगे, अपना नाम दे देंगे. एवरीथिंग इज नॉट अबाउट मनी और समथिंग, लेकिन आप अपनी फील्ड के अंदर आपको बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट का पता होना चाहिए, उनसे कनेक्शन डेवलप करना चाहिए. और जब भी आप किसी से बात करें तो कोलैबोरेशन की बात करें, कोई आगे बढ़ने की बात करें, ऐसी बात करें कि उसका भला सोचें कि उसको मेरे से क्या बेनिफिट हो सकता है, आपका बेनिफिट आपका निकल आएगा. हम बात करते हैं किसी प्रोफेसर से, किसी कंपनी के बंदे से कि सर हमें रख लें, बड़े हालात खराब हैं, हम ऐसे हो गए हैं, ऐसे, तो ये तो मेरा नहीं ख्याल. आप उसे कहें कि सर ये जो आपका प्रोजेक्ट, अब मेरा एक दोस्त है, ही बिकम अ को ऑथर ऑफ अ बुक. और वाई के जो उस ऑथर था बुक का, उसने एक बताया कि मेरा ये बुक है और ये रिसेंटली पब्लिश हुई है एंड ऑल दैट. और उसने कहा कि सर आपने ये जो चीजें लिखी हुई हैं, ये आपकी फलां पब्लिकेशंस में और नई रिसर्च में तो ऐसी थी. ठीक है, उस बंदे ने उससे कांटेक्ट किया, उसने कहा कि जब इस बुक का नेक्स्ट वर्जन आएगा वी विल टॉक अबाउट इट, गिव यू अ क्रेडिट एंड एवरीथिंग. एंड नाउ ही मूव टू अमेरिका just because of a one comprehensive but a very detailed and a logical comment. So one comment can take you anywhere, but it has to be very good. It has to be impressive to the other person. And like we are nowhere even close. Like so, it is different for a different दुनिया. like आपका क्या ख्याल है कि दुनिया में जितने लोग अच्छी पोजीशंस पर बैठे हुए हैं, they were born to be there? No, they were not born to be there. Someone hired them. They put applications. सो जो आज किसी कंपनी का सीईओ है, जो आज प्रोफेसर है, उसने भी कभी मास्टर्स में अप्लाई किया होगा, वो भी आपकी तरह गुजरा होगा. सो जस्ट थिंक अबाउट दैट, यू कैन बी द सेम पर्सन. दैट्स इट. मोटिवेशन ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, बाकी तो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि देयर इज एनीथिंग एल्स इंपॉर्टेंट. आपके पास 1 पेज है, make it count. Every word, make it count. My PhD professor says I hate when people waste the space of a page. So वो मेरे राइटिंग में से भी, जो मेरा पेपर होता है या कुछ में भी, तो वो कहते हैं कि ये सारा पैराग्राफ तो एक पिक्चर में भी बताया जा सकता है, तो सो you wasted lot of your words and keystrokes. So जस्ट आप अपने आप को ट्रेन करें जी. मैं तो यही कहूँगा, मैं बड़ा नालायक सा स्टूडेंट था, देन आई ट्रेन माई सेल्फ फ्रॉम जीरो. बट जब आप कुछ कर लेते हैं तो आप अपने बैच फेलो से, अपने दूसरे लोगों से 5 से 10 साल का मार्जिन रख सकते हैं. जब आप बैचलर्स करते हैं, जब आप मास्टर्स करते हैं, आप फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट होते हैं, यू ओपन अप योर फेसबुक, यू ओपन अप योर लिंक्डइन, you see some of your friend is sitting in a different place, going different, getting married, enjoying, getting good company and something. आप उनसे worried ना हो. अगर आपने अपने आप को कंपैरिजन करना है तो आफ्टर 10 ईयर ऑफ योर ग्रेजुएशन, लाइक अगर एक बंदा 2016 में ग्रेजुएट हुआ है तो उसको 2026 में जाके कंपैरिजन करना चाहिए कि वेयर ही स्टैंड्स एंड वेयर अदर पीपल स्टैंड्स. So after 10 year of your graduation date, you can compare because that will set the tone for you. I graduated in 2012 from the bachelor's and now there is a 2020. So today I can think and I know that where other peoples are and what other peoples are doing. All are doing really good, but 10 years के बाद आपको पता चलता है क्योंकि हर बंदे ने सेट होना है, उसने अपनी प्रेफरेंसेस देनी है, एप्लीकेशन के प्रोसीजर्स हैं, वीजास, lots and lot of things. Mohammed Fazil, please go ahead. Mohammed Fazil, please go ahead यार, आप unmute करें and just speak.
Yes, hello, sir. Could you kindly tell your email again because I didn't note it down before.
जी जी मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ जी.
Thank you, sir. One other thing I wanted to ask was that you mentioned that you should contact professors using your LinkedIn ID. So could you elaborate a bit on that?
आप उनसे लिंक्डइन पे भी बात कर सकते हैं, ईमेल भी कर सकते हैं. सो बस आपका अंदाज अच्छा होना चाहिए, बात वैल्यूएबल हो, उसको ये ना लगे कि यार इसको मैं रिप्लाई करूंगा तो क्या ही मिल जाएगा मुझे. तो आप ऐसे ना करें. बहुत से लोग आपको नहीं भी रिप्लाई करेंगे, बट कोई बात नहीं, आप 100 मैसेज करें, अगर आपको 80-90 रिप्लाईज आते हैं तो इट्स ऑल गुड. और एक बहुत जरूरी बात है, रिजेक्शन से कभी मत घबराइएगा. आपने कहीं अप्लाई किया है, आप रिजेक्ट हो गए, डजंट मीन यू आर एनी लेसर. बिकॉज मैंने जब अपने प्रोफेसर से पूछा तो वो कहते हैं कि बहुत सारे एप्लीकेंट्स हैं जिनको हम ना कर देते हैं क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि ये बहुत हाई कैलिबर है, इसकी रिसर्च के यहाँ इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं है, या हमारा पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट अभी इस डोमेन में इतना नहीं गया है. तो रिजेक्शंस कैन बी एनीथिंग ऑन एनीथिंग. सो अगर आपको कोई रिजेक्शन आ गई है तो आपको, मेरे लैपटॉप में एक अलग फोल्डर है जहाँ रिजेक्शंस पड़ी हुई हैं, तो आई डोंट वांट टू शो, बट देयर लॉट ऑफ रिजेक्शंस. सो कभी ये ना सोचें कि रिजेक्शन आ गया तो अब मैं क्या ही करूं. आप कुछ ना करें, आप लगे रहें बस. गो अहेड जी. Aruj Fatma and one plus. Who is one plus? Yes, Mohammed Fazil, your hand is still raised. Go ahead, anyone if has any question, please go ahead. आप unmute करें और बोलना शुरू कर दें. Like you don't need any permission.
You may ask your question, Aruj.
सर आपने फाउंडेशन प्रोग्राम के बारे में मेंशन किया था, तो थोड़ा सा अगर उसके बारे में मजीद आप बता दें.
हाँ जी मैं आपको बता देता हूँ जी. I can share my screen. It's a McKinsey Academy program that is a foundation program, like forward foundation level. It's a learning platform, so you can do that. There is an IEEE opportunities website. Yes, note it down. So this is the website. बहुत सारी fellowships आती हैं, बहुत कुछ आता है. ये यूरोप के scholarships की है, अमेरिका की भी है. You can search jobs, anything, jobs and fundings, career, like internet is yours. आपको बहुत कुछ मिल सकता है. Just go ahead and
सर आपकी स्क्रीन विजिबल नहीं है.
still not visible. ओहो, तो मैं ऐसे ही शेयर किए जा रहा हूँ. आप नजर आ रही है? ये ओया अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. इस पे काफ़ी सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आती हैं, एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम, कंपटीशन, इंटर्नशिप, मॉडल यूनाइटेड, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, scholarship, academic conferences, like anything is there, you can go. This is OYA opportunities. This is European Commission website, lot of jobs and fundings. Like अगर आपको नहीं लग रहा, मेरा एक दोस्त जो है वो सिलेक्ट हुआ है नॉर्वे में पीएचडी के लिए और एप्लीकेशन डेडलाइन गुजर चुकी थी, लेकिन उसने प्रोफेसर को ईमेल की कि सर मैंने लेट देखी है आपकी पोस्ट, लेकिन मैं क्वालिफाइड आदमी हूँ और मेरे में ये है और ये इस तरह रेलेवेंट है, तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप अप्लाई करें, हम आपको कंसिडर करेंगे, और ही गॉट एक्चुअली द पीएचडी। अंदाजा करें आप, लाइक डू यू थिंक इट इज लाइक समथिंग एल्स? If you go to McKinsey and Company, they have a forward program. आप इस प्रोग्राम को देख लें, फाउंडेशन लेवल फॉरवर्ड प्रोग्राम। सो मूक्स करें, लाइक लर्न करते जाएं, चीजें आ जाएंगी। लाइक एटलीस्ट आप कोई भी चीज अचीव करना चाहते हैं उस पर 2 साल से ज्यादा टाइम लगाएं, उसके बाद उसको छोड़ दीजिएगा अगर छोड़ने का दिल हुआ। 2-4 महीने लगा के एक एप्लीकेशन डाल के तो डोंट थिंक के ओहो हुआ नहीं तो छोड़ दें। लोगों ने जीआरई 2-2 3-3 दफा दिए हुए हैं जस्ट बिकॉज के वो हायर लेवल या अपर लेवल यूनिवर्सिटीज को अचीव करना चाहते थे, क्योंकि फिर जब वो अपर लेवल यूनिवर्सिटीज को अचीव कर लेते हैं फिर वो जाते भी बड़ी कंपनीज में हैं, अर्नेस्ट एंड यंग में, मैकिन्जी में, बॉस्टन डायनामिक्स एंड एवरीथिंग। सो आपको बिल्कुल मतलब अगर पाकिस्तान में ये रूल लगा दिया जाए कि ग्रेजुएशन के बाद 1 साल तक कोई कंपनी किसी बच्चे को कोई जॉब नहीं देगी, उनको जीआरई, टॉफल और आइल्स करके आना चाहिए ताकि वो फ्यूचर रेडी रहें, या स्किल सीख के आना चाहिए, तो मेरे लिए इट विल बी अ गुड रूल। आप अपने आप को दुनिया के लिए कंपेटिटिव बनाएं, बेसिक एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया में आए, देन यू विल स्टैंड आउट। वो फिर आपके स्टेक्स इतने हाई हो जाते हैं कि फिर आप कहते हैं कि नहीं अब देयर इज नो गोइंग बैक। तो सम टाइम कुछ लोग इस तरह भी मोटिवेट होते हैं, तो कुछ लोग तो बॉर्न रेडी होते हैं, तो वो तो फिर बहुत आगे जाते हैं। सो दिस इज इट। एनीथिंग एल्स?
I
थैंक यू
believe
जी,
it
आई
is.
थिंक इट्स ओके। या आई थिंक
Yes.
इट्स ओके। थैंक यू जी, ऑल द बेस्ट, एंड इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग तो यू कैन शेयर, एंड you Faraz Ali Nisar is there. Yes, Faraz, go ahead. Nasir Faraz. Unmute ji, go ahead please quickly.
There is no
Help.
question. I mistakenly typed it.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you ji. Okay ji, I will sign off, and thank you everyone, and all the best, and I hope you have still lot of years and lot of young energy to get the most out of every opportunity. And thank you everyone who arranged it, Fizza and Ermina. Thank you everyone guys. So Allah Hafiz.
It is time to wrap up
Bye.
this amazing session.
Gigi.
So I am sure that every participant here has gained some valuable knowledge from you, sir. And I hope that we'll utilize this knowledge to the best of our abilities in the future. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who attended the meeting and gave us their time and undivided attention, our collaborators who made this meeting possible, and once again, a very heartfelt thank you to our honorable speaker for gracing us with his presence and expertise. We
All the
hope to see you
time.
again
Thank you.
soon. Till then,
Thank you.
take care and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz ji. Bye.
Allah Hafiz,
Allah
sir.
Hafiz.